And then she says it here, Beachbody would offer you training online on the requirements and how to upgrade your skill set, and then you can include it in your current coaching business. Hey, it's Lance McGowan here, and today I wanted to share a little story with you of a woman who slid into my Instagram DMs to basically secretly recruit me for her Beachbody business. Alright, so let's just go down and talk about this conversation and what happened, so maybe you can get some more perspective and kind of see how I handle things and you know how No? Okay. Anyways, here we go. They slid into my direct messages on Instagram and started with, "Hey, I want to send a quick thank you message for liking my most recent post." Because I do that. I check other people's, Instagram accounts out. And if I like what I see, I hit a like, hit that heart button. And I leave a comment sometimes too. She says, "I have to say, I love your page." Oh. "If I didn't know any better, I think you're already a health and fitness coach." Okay, so, she's doing a little, validating, like, "Hey, I see you." And I'm like, okay. What you want? No, I'm just kidding. I said, "You're welcome. That meal planner you had is a good idea." So that's one of her posts. She had like a meal planner. And I said, "Well, I do a little something with blended fruits and greens, you could say." So I did like a little smoothie post, and that's how I do sometimes. The whole food and the natural solutions side of things. She said, "Thanks so much. I'm glad you could make use of that. It's more than that. You've got an amazing community of people you're inspiring each day." Yeah, that's right. That's my goal, is to educate, to inspire, to, provide a little edutainment, half educational, half entertainment. Some people will find it, just that, entertaining, educational. Some people find it cringeworthy, but to each their own. She then follows up and says, "And to be honest, if you aren't already a coach, I think you would be a great one." And that great is all caps. So now I'm kind of like, what you got? You know what I mean? I'm like, what you got? Because, she didn't go right up into it, she didn't like immediately say, "I've got this great business opportunity for you," and, but it is kind of like more indirect. So, okay, we're kind of teasing it out a little bit. So I said, "You're too kind. I do a little coaching here and there. My Instagram is more of my created outlet or muse, and so I produce a lot of educational content and stuff like that." And I said, "What do you do for work or school?" Because she looked kind of young, and I think in her Instagram profile she said she's still going to school and stuff. And then this looked like a copy and paste part, but she says, "If you think you would benefit from becoming a coach, I could help you start that up on the side, okay, along with your existing platform. It'll be so easy for you to start earning quickly since you won't have to start from scratch. If that's something you may want to look into, you can see more on my page here," and that's her website that she gave a link to. And then she followed up by says, "I'm a health and fitness coach myself, as well as working for an educational platform as my full-time job and studying at university to become a doctor down the line." I'm all for that. People who want to improve their self, personal development, whether it be certifications, licenses, education, or continuing education, that's great, and I think that she's got a couple options here with the health coach side I'm seeing, as well as the job that she has at university, and being able to do that. That's cool. I said, "Nice, I appreciate the offer, but I'm tapped out on business opportunities at the moment with all that I do, but I am open to referrals or clients depending on if there's a good fit." Okay, so this is important, because I've been DM'd so many times and people have slid right in there, but also in-person conversations at networking events and different things. Like, I've talked to a lot of people in network marketing or direct sales or stuff like that, so I can kind of tell already that if it's going down that road. And because I'm already an entrepreneur and I already have a network marketing business I'm passionate about and believe in the products, I feel like it's a different skill set when you communicate from one network marketer who's doing the business to another network marketer who's doing the business part-time or full-time or whatever on the side. And for me, it always comes down to needs and goals as a customer, needs and goals as a business person with that. And a lot of times I'll talk to other network marketing people and I'll be like, "Hey, do you have any, thing that you would need support with your health? Or is there anything with your health that, you'd like to replace or swap out with something natural?" And they'll usually be like, "Not really." It's only when I start listing off some of the things that I would encourage them to maybe see if there's somebody in their life that could benefit. So I might say something like, "Well, do you know somebody that has low energy or needs support with their digestion or sleep or muscles or joints or immune system or hormonal balance, and they'll be like, maybe, like, do you have a card? And then I give them my digital business card or something like that, and that's usually how it goes. It takes somebody who's more self-aware and able to admit, that's huge, admit that we all have something we can improve with our health. I have things, and that's what I try to lead by example when I talk to people. I'm like, because I know they're usually going to say no, because maybe they don't feel comfortable, or maybe it's too personal listing certain things. I get that. I'm not trying to like pull it out of them, but I do try to lead by example and say, well, here's the things that I struggle with, my energy or my digestion or my skin or my immune system, and I'm able to get those all under control by what I eat, the supplements I use, and a lot of other things as well. And so, and then it kind of gives people permission to open up, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And then I say, I'm always open to diversifying my income, but it needs to be a good fit at the same time, because I don't want it to distract from my business. But at the same time, if it complements it, and I feel that it's a good win-win or a good fit, and I know, like, and trust the person, product, and company that I'm going to potentially partner with, after getting to know them, then yeah, we can see. But I have to, that's my filter for running through things, and it makes sure that I'm being very transparent, open, and honest up front, so that I'm not leading anyone on, but at the same time I'm very honest about where I stand. And so it really comes down to the other person's ability to recognize that and see, okay, they don't have a need for the product, they don't have a need for my business opportunity, so it would be best if I could see if there's a referral opportunity for theirs or not. But if somebody is in another network marketing company, it's almost like, it's like all or nothing. It's like, you need to become a business person or a customer, or we can't have any type of referral relationship, because then you're going to be cross-recruiting my referral leads. It's like, no, I mean, most of my clients are just that. They're just customers or wholesale customers, and that's fine. Like, it's only somebody that usually says, hey, I want to do the business part-time or full-time or as a side hustle to maybe pay for my products. Then it's a conversation, a separate conversation, after they more so even become a customer. You got to become a product of the product before you can start selling the product. And I don't even like the word selling. It's more serving, because you have to understand people's needs and goals. But anyways, I don't know if she was playing, like she didn't know that or whatnot, but when I said that, because I was basically steering it towards more referral opportunity, she says, what do you mean? And then I basically do a little meme here where it says, I'm like, totally confused right now. Because I was just, at this point I was just kind of like, well, I thought I was very clear in my previous comment, but I'm just kind of having fun with it now. And then she says, me too, could you clarify what you meant? And then I just did another little meme here, and I said, you can see it's the Austin Powers, Dr. Evil, maybe just, all right, maybe just a little bit, right? So I'm trying to have fun. I like doing memes every once in a while, so it's better than just constant text, right, and emojis. Nothing wrong with it either, but you know what I'm saying. All right, and then she says, what are you looking for clients for? Valid question. I said, depends on what their needs and goals are, as I talk a lot in my other videos, and this one. Mostly health related, but not always. That's right, I have a suite of solutions that I offer that have mostly to do with health, and it really just depends on what the other person's looking for and what they're ready to do, and that's what it comes down to. And then she says, I believe that you would make a fantastic online coach. So that's kind of like the third time she's basically plugged that pretty directly. And she says, if you're interested in pursuing that as a side hustle or added onto your current business, then I can definitely get more details for you. So it's almost like she ignored the fact that I said I'm not looking for a business opportunity and really pushed this. And I see that sometimes with some other network marketing people that I talk to. I let them know that all my health needs are met. And from a business side, I am open to diversifying my income, but right now I'm pretty good. So like I'm good. And sometimes other network marketers will be like, well, how much do you make? I'm just at, if it's too personal, you don't have to tell me, because they're kind of, I think the other person's also assessing like, how serious are you? And then once I show them my, like one person I showed my YouTube channel and they started watching the videos, they're like, whoa, you got like 1,200 plus videos, and it's like, okay, I can tell you're really passionate. And it's just like, well, I mean, do you not believe me when I tell you on the front end, or do you need to see it to believe it? Maybe, I don't know, but it's almost like people don't take you for face value. They need to hear it multiple times. I'm not interested, I'm not interested, I'm interested. I don't know. If somebody tells me something, I guess like recognition skills are a lot better now. I'll be like, okay, they're not looking. I'm not going to push it, right? I'm not going to try to stick that square peg through a circle hole. They said they don't have any health priorities, or they don't have any health needs. Okay, they say they're not open to, or they may be open to diversifying their income, but maybe not with me or my company or whatever. Okay, fine, move on, right? Talk to the next person. Okay, then I basically copied and pasted the same previous message before. I said, I appreciate the offer, but I'm tapped out on business opportunities at the moment with all that I do, but I'm open to referrals or clients depending on if it's a good fit. So I basically was like, all right, so since you seem to be kind of copying and pasting stuff, I just, I changed it up a little bit, but I was just like, hey, maybe we can give each other referrals. Maybe. She says, I understand that, but not understanding what clients you accept since, as you said, you're not a coach. I'm just confused. Haha. So you don't need to be a coach in order to offer recommendations or solutions to people, but because she wants me to be a coach, but with her and her network marketing business, which she still hasn't revealed yet. So I do kind of like the fact that there is a little bit of secrecy. And some other network marketing people that I've talked to don't, they don't reveal it up on front. And a lot of times I don't either, because a lot of times people don't even recognize the company I'm with. And sometimes they do, that they might just be quick to say, well, oh yeah, I have a friend that does that, or oh yeah, that's some of the time. And then even less than that is, oh yeah, I already have an account, or I'm doing the business too. But most people are like, I've never heard of that company. And that's fine. I mean, and that's why I offer different solutions, because depending on what they're open and ready for depends on, and what their needs and goals are, depending on what solution I offer them. And that could be a book, that could be an ebook, that could be a membership program, that could be products, that could be services, coaching, it depends. So she says, yeah, absolutely, my friend works, oh, okay. So then I said, I'm not a formal coach, but I help others like a coach. My clients are mostly married moms who have health concerns and are looking for natural solutions. That's basically who I'm looking for, right? And usually my client base is 35 to 55-year-old married moms. And it's mostly because they make most of the purchasing decisions or have a lot of say, and they're more interested in their health than other demographics of people. And that's understandable. And me being a guy and not fitting any of that demographics and everything makes me more unique. But at the same time, if somebody vibes with me or connects with me, great. If not, then we can both keep it moving as well. You can't always, please everyone or connect with everyone. So I get that. Okay, she then says, yeah, absolutely, my friend works exclusively with moms too. She's a coach. So it's kind of like another indirect, like, she's really like, being a coach is awesome, especially with me. You need to become one, because it sounds like you're already doing it already. It's almost like you're already doing it. You might as well be with me, because she doesn't know at this point that this is actually on a different Instagram account that has nothing to do with that has nothing to do with network marketing. But anyways, we'll continue. She says, essentially, you'd continue on with your regular life as a current coach you are, but earn a commission of 25 to 50% on the side for every client you work with. And then she says it here, Beachbody would offer you training online on the requirements and how to upgrade your skill set, and then you can include it in your current coaching business. So there it is. Finally revealed the company name. I didn't ask. Sometimes I ask, sometimes I don't. It just kind of depends on the vibe I get, but I figured it was. And then I said, finally, I'm good, but thank you. And then she ended it with saying, absolutely no hard feelings. I hope not. I'm just keeping it real with you. And trying to be respectful too, right? She says, best of luck with your business, and definitely reach out if you would like to. So, I mean, I think the learnings from this on my end, well, I mean, I guess if I were her, she probably needs a little bit more sales training on and being able to recognize needs and goals. And then after somebody tells you something, being able to recognize, should I continue with this or should I not? And a lot of this comes down to scarcity mentality versus abundance mentality. Abundance mentality is basically, I'm going to let you know what I do, I'm going to ask you what you do, I'm going to see, and ask, do you have any needs, basically? Do you have any health concerns? Do you have any, health goals? Or do you have any, are you open to diversifying your income? And I'll base those questions based on the vibe I get. Like if somebody's like on the yes train, then I might ask them, more questions depending on where the conversation's going. It's very like kind of, I do have some basic questions, but it's gotta go with the flow. But if I don't get a good vibe and they're not really answering questions, they're not asking me questions back and stuff like that, and they're not really timely with the response, and if they respond back a week from now, or and if they're just one-word answers, and I'm just kind of like, all right, well, they're not interested, or they're just kind of That's cool. I'll keep it moving. But for her to keep pushing, I think the coaching opportunity, even though I basically said I'm good, in more words than one, I think maybe her recognition of, okay, he doesn't have a need for what I'm offering, business side wise. And so, approach that she could go with, but maybe she didn't because she sees that it's very focused on health anyway, is do you have a health concern that, or do you have a need that isn't being met by your current company from a health standpoint? And I think that would be one question to ask. Now, it would be up to me to have the self-awareness and be able to admit that, which some people do on the other end if they feel comfortable with me as they talk to me. Because sometimes people just don't want to air their dirty laundry or say like, hey, I'm on this medication and that medication and this over-the-counter medicine and I got these health issues and stuff like that. Some people don't want to do that up front, right? I do, because I'm like, I just keep it real. I just be transparent. I got nothing to hide. You know what I mean? Like, and I also don't have a problem telling what my health concerns are because they're all under control. They have flare-ups and stuff with my acne, but it gets under control. I might get a blemish or two here, but it gets back under control. And I have other things with my energy and digestion and sleep sometimes and my immune system and stuff, like all types of stuff, but they're all under control. So I'm good. I'm good. Very interesting conversations sometimes in my DM section. And I mean, some people can ignore, some people can lash back or continue to be, some people are more rude and stuff. I know what it's like to be on the other end, right? You have what you believe is a great product, a great company that you're a part of, whether it's side hustle, part-time, full-time, and you just want to help people. Like, I see her intent, it's great. It's just, you have to know when to hold them, and you have to know when to fold them, and you have to be able to recognize, hey, am I sticking a square peg through a circle hole, or do I need to just take this square peg and find a square hole, meaning somebody who I understand what their needs and goals are, and they're open to learning more of what I have to offer, whether it's product side, which will be in most cases for me, or the business side, which will be in some cases. And that's really it. I mean, it's common sense, but it's not common practice, and there is sales training with a number of different people that I've had to get in order to recognize that. And when I say a number of people from all different genres, from network marketing, from the entrepreneurial startup realms, from the corporate side, from the franchise side, mom and pop side. So I get a lot of different perspectives on sales training because it all helps you understand really quickly and pre-qualify people or recognize, again, when you need to hold them and when you need to fold them and when you need to keep going and or maybe let time pass a little bit before you kind of touch base again so you're not like all up on them, right, with the claws in the back. Alright, well that concludes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button if you did, hit subscribe for future video updates, and most importantly, check out the links in the description below so you can continue to get your learn on, and I'll see you in the next video.